Hi traders and welcome to the channel. So today we are going to look at how anybody can catch rise and fall trades. We'll be using the ProfitMax Alpha version 2025 bot like that. Adjust the trade type to up and down, that is rise and fall, and then keep the bot ready and hanging there. Come to charts. This is the Deriv Trading View charts. Select the volatility 100 1S. We are looking at the 1S family, and then adjust the candlestick to 1 minute time frame. And then we'll be using two indicators. The first indicator is the Bollinger Bands. There you go. You can see three lines and then the candlesticks in between. And then we are going to use the relative strength index as a second indicator. And with those two indicators, for example, look at the Bollinger Bands. You can see the green candlesticks have already touched the lower band, and now the market is rising. However, you want the relative strength index also to be below 35, to be somewhere around there. That is when you can be assured of a proper rising market. However, that is rising, but let's keep scouting and see whether we can get a classic example. Wonderful. Volatility 75 1S, you can see already the candlesticks have touched the upper band and the RSI is at 73, it's at top there. So now we want to catch a falling market. That market is about to retract, so you come back to your bot, adjust the volatility. We are looking at volatility 75 1S and then fall. And then let's take 150. Depending on your capital, always aim for 3 times your stake. So with 150, let's try and capture around 400 or let's say $500, 450 to $500. Come back to charts, and then let's look at the volatility 75 1S once more. Candlestick, I said 1 minute. Indicators are Bollinger Bands and the relative strength index, those two. And you can clearly see the market already touched that band, and there is a likelihood this market is likely to start falling. Okay, so you can easily come to this other side, open the candlestick countdown timer, and then once you see a red candlestick forming, you can enter the market. And this is why this site is very good, because you can actually trade as you look at the candlesticks. Okay, so this market most likely is falling, and you can see how the trades are coming through. We have not used the analysis tool. I've just used eyesight, and we're in the market, and you can already see we are about to hit our take profit. Okay, you can see the red candlestick forming there, and boom, we've hit our take profit of 563 USD. Okay, guys, that was just trading by use of sight and analyzing, knowing that that market will go down. To be a bit more accurate, you can use the analysis tool, because now you know the market is about to fall. Select volatility 75 1S and then come to this chamber here. So we want 3 or more rising like that, and then the first fall. Okay, those are over 6. Watch carefully, and then we've entered with the first fall, that one. Let's see how it goes. First trade is a win, second trade is a win, third trade is a win, fourth trade is a win, and there we are. We've made our $500, guys. Okay, so this is something that any beginner, any Deriv trader, you can always practice this strategy and trade even without waiting for my signals. Okay, 75 1S, you come to the chamber here, and you want to wait for, like I said, 3 or more, actually 4 rising, and then you run your bot. Okay, like there we would have entered. So always wait for 3, 4 is better, and then trade with the opposite. Okay, guys, so that is use of trading view. Let's have a look at 75 1S again. Let's see the situation. Always remember to have your candlestick timer at 1 minute, and then input the Bollinger and relative strength index indicators again, so you can see. Okay, and once you notice the relative strength index, for example, you can see it's above 70. or approaching 70. You can see initially it was at 80. That market will likely start coming down. However, right now, you can see it has not gone down straight. What you are seeing right now is a ranging market. You can see it's moving sideways. Okay, guys? Be very observant. You can see the candlesticks are kind of bunching there. That is called a ranging market. It's moving sideways. At this particular point, it's not very advisable to take any further trades because the market is ranging. You can see those candlesticks are kind of moving sideways, okay, not down straight. However, we are anticipating a fall. And then always remember to look at the timer there. That timer shows you how long that candlestick is remaining, and then another one will be formed, okay? So you can just see the market is falling. That's why we got those trades, but you can still capture more. But right now it's clearly ranging. It's moving sideways. It's moving sideways. Let me see. If you see a candlestick that is forming red like that, and then the other one forms below it, now that could be a clear downward sign. That means it's probably now not ranging, but you can see it's ranging. Look. So you must always observe the candles and know some of these terminologies and some of these strategies that I'm teaching you here. You can see that market, we are expecting it to fall, but now it's moving sideways. So it's very tricky right now for you to enter for falling trades. Okay. However, you can see the relative strength index is at 69, 79 there. It's a very good place there. So it's about timing, just timing. And once it comes, shows or points down, actually, you see from that point, that was a very good entry point. So at that particular point, when it touched also the outer Bollinger Band, so once you see those conditions, always know those are times for you now to enter for a reversal. Okay. In the meantime, you can also use the ProfitMax Pulse Premium. This one will also give us an entry. The market is ranging, yes, but let's see, it will give us an entry. Volatility 75. This is a premium tool. I'm only charging $10 per month. And that is an incentive to myself, at least just to get something to also maintain these sites and many other things that I do on this site. So let's see. We are waiting there. You can see it is not giving us signals or which side to trade very quickly like odd there, because that market was ranging. So this tool has got a certain logic behind it, and it will wait for certain percentages and certain, like I said, logic to give us either a fall or a rise. You can clearly see it's giving even odd very fast. But on rise and fall, because like I told you, that market was moving sideways in the bot or this tool. It's not a bot, it's actually an entry tool. It assists you into going for entries, either even or rise and fall, okay? And if you're a beginner, rise and fall, even odd, normally has got very good returns. That is why myself, ProfitMaxTrader, have decided to concentrate on those two. So you can still see it is not giving us because that market was ranging. It was moving sideways. And you can see it's really protecting us. It has not just randomly given us a fall. It is still waiting because that market, even from my experience, when you see candlesticks forming, bunching up sideways, that is a ranging market. So proof again here, you can see the ProfitMax Pulse has not gone ahead and given us a fall or a rise or anything. It's just waiting. It is telling you wait. So you just wait, okay? To access the tool, you can see unlock premium there. If you click those buttons, you'll be able to come to my WhatsApp direct. And then once we are done with only $10, I'll be able to give you the password, okay? And that is for a full month. So you've got time to always trade with this tool. You can see still waiting. Let's check. Let's go back to charts. Let's go back to charts. You've seen it has really overstayed if you've used it before. 75 1S again there, 1 minute candle time frame. Input the two indicators, and that is why you see some of these third-party sites are very good for traders, because right now you can see you're able to view the Deriv trading view side by side with the run button or the area, and you can see it is actually ranging. You can see that market is moving sideways like that. You see, it's not clearly coming down or clearly rising, it's moving sideways. And that is why you see the ProfitMax Pulse Premium has not given us an indication. But I will still go and we give it some time. It will capture something for us. Let's see. So we are still waiting. There it has given us rise. You see, it has given us rise. So always adhere to what it has given you. Let's go with rise. It has given us rise, and then we come and simply run the bot. Or you use the analysis tool to get some more precision in terms of entry. The analysis tool is where I told you can go and look. If it's rise now, you look at 3 or more falls. So far, so good. 230, 80. Observe carefully. $333 in profit. Okay, 183, 437. And boom, 564. We've hit our take profit thanks to the ProfitMax Pulse system, despite having a ranging market. Okay, guys. So this is a very good tool, very good tool. You can always use it at least with some 90% consistency. Always practice on demo, know how to operate it. Very easy. I've shot videos. It's very easy to use. So guys, that is it for today. That is how you can trade rise and fall. Happy trading. Good luck. Remember to subscribe, like the video.